What's up, guys, and welcome back to Planet Zoo. The sun is rising on a beautiful new day, and we are going to be adding some new friends to the Oasis today. I'm kind of excited about it, but first of all, we've got a couple of things I want to catch you guys up on. Obviously, we've been doing a lot in the past couple of episodes, and things are going pretty well. So let me pause this real quick. You guys can see our flamingos are looking very, very vibrant, very happy and healthy, and we're actually up to 13 greater flamingos already, which is amazing. I can't believe it. I think we started with 10 purchased flamingos. We've already got 3 additional ones, and that's going to keep going up. Over on the other side of the park, obviously the ostriches are looking pretty crazy. These are going to start maturing here pretty soon, I think, and wow, look at all those babies. That is insane. So that's going to be kind of exciting. Over here in the hippos, we actually have 2 new matured hippos. So let me bring up our animals here. So if we come down to the hippos, they're 2 females. We're looking for the young ones. So Manafa here, we could actually release her into the wild, and we're gonna get 743 conservation credits from that, which is kind of crazy. I'm thinking about releasing her. I'm thinking about keeping her. I'm not sure. So technically we could get like an additional 1,500 conservation credits by releasing those 2, but I kind of want to keep them in there. I don't really want to inbreed, but they also bring a lot of people's eyes and excitement and stuff because we have quite a few hippos. I don't know. We've got to think about that. We're going to have to make a decision at some point, but the hippo program is going pretty well. Now, speaking about breeding and stuff, obviously, the main thing that we're working towards is being able to get the really cool animals. I want pandas, I want lions, I want tigers, I want gorillas, I want stuff like that. And those guys take a lot of conservation credits to be able to purchase. So let me go in here. I'm going to get rid of all of our filters, and you guys will see, I mean, some of these lions, like even this right here, that doesn't look so bad, right? 1,400. Well, no fertility. You aren't going to be able to have any babies. So really, you need to pretty much go for the most expensive stuff, and that's where we're going to be able to get stuff that actually matters. So like female lions cost up to like 7,000 to 9,000 conservation credits. So while we're getting closer, we're still a little bit of a ways off. You guys can see we've got just under 2,000 here. We were above 2,000, but I bought us something new today. So right here is our black bear exhibit, which has been going well for us. We've got a couple of babies in here, which I think should be kind of nearing adulthood. We've still got a little bit of time left, but I was thinking, if we've got black bears here, why not add some grizzly bears across the way? I feel like some grizzly bears right in this little area would be kind of cool. You can go to the bear section of the zoo and you can see the bears. So that's kind of what I have planned for this episode, and I feel like it's going to be pretty cool. So we're gonna set up a bear exhibit today for the grizzlies. I already have the 2 grizzlies I want, so I was keeping an eye on the animal market, and we found some pretty good ones. One of which we bought with cash. I think we bought the male with cash. He's 10 years old. If we take a look at their Zoopedia, you guys will see they have babies all the way up till when they're 25. It takes about 8 months for the babies to be born, and then there's a 60-month period in between. So it's going to take a while for them to have babies, but you know, over time, it's definitely going to help out because these guys are really, really cool. They're really, really high rated. So if we go back here to our animal trading, you guys will see we've got a 3,500 rating on this guy, which is pretty solid. And in terms of genetics, it's pretty good. Longevity is a little bit low, but that's not bad. And then we got Zarya here, this female. She has fantastic genetics. She's a 3,700, so she's even better than our male. And she's young. She's 14 years old, so she should be able to have, you know, at least 1, maybe 2 or 3, you know, kind of baby cycles, I guess. I don't know what else to call it, but yeah, that's what we're going to be working on today. It should be a good day, and I'm kind of excited. Now, before we get into that, I do want to show you guys, in terms of our research, things are crazy. We're actually getting towards the end of our research. So you guys can see we have most everything golded out, even the research on various different like diseases and stuff. We do have a few down here towards the bottom, but we're going to clean these up soon, and then we're going to have full research on literally everything except for new animals as we bring them in. So like when we bring these grizzly bears in, we're going to have to research them. And then mechanical research, we also have everything except the last section of the India theme done. So we have pretty much everything unlocked, which is kind of cool, kind of exciting. However, all that sounds like good news, right? The bad news is we have been losing money. and I'm not sure what we want to do. I did raise the price of the zoo a little bit, so we're up to 32 bucks for an adult, 16 for a child. I think adding in grizzly bears is going to help. Adding in new species is going to get more hype and stuff, but we have been losing money. Like if we go into our finances here, you guys can see our expenses are definitely more than our income. So you guys can see, I mean, staff wages are a big part of it. Animal food's a big part of it. And by the way, this is all of our expenses just in the last 15 days here in January. We've got $5,000, $5,800 worth of income, and we've got $8,800 worth of expenses so far in the year. So we are losing money. Hopefully we can turn that around. We've got quite a bit in the reserves here. We've got $318,000 in the bank, but we definitely want to get back in the green. Now, the last thing I want to mention to you guys that it's something that I'm considering using more of in this series. I don't know why it took me so long to figure this out, but it's a big part of the game, and that's blueprints. So basically on the Steam Workshop, you can like subscribe to certain blueprints, and then you can actually just straight up place them in your game. So like here's an example. Let's go into our blueprints here. Let's see the stuff that I've subscribed to. And like you guys know, we just made this crocodile habitat here. It took us like the entire last episode, and obviously it looks great, but you can literally go in. I found a croc habitat just for the sake of showing you guys. Croc Creek, you can just buy a full-on habitat, and boom, look at that. You just place it down, you could put some water in there, throw some water in there, and boom, you've got a crocodile habitat. So like, I don't think I would have put full-on habitats where we don't have to do anything. I feel like that kind of ruins the fun of the game, but there are other little things that you can do that just like make stuff look a little bit cooler. So like we've got this black bear's sign here. We could go put this black bear's sign, I don't want to cover up anything else. We could put this black bear sign over here so that when people are walking by, they know, oh, hey, that exhibit is black bears. Like that's kind of sick right there. I actually really like that. So I'm going to keep that there. Or like there's a small rock shelter. If we didn't want to build a rock shelter by ourselves, we could just kind of set that up like that. And there's a couple of other things. Like there's this peacock statue in the tree that if we get a peacock exhibit, we could put that in there. There's cool little tree houses and stuff for things to be able to climb. Once we get lions, there's literally a pride rock from the Lion King. Like remade. You know how long it would take me to make that? It would probably take me like 3 hours to make that. But with this, it's just one click of a button. So let me know what you guys think. I do have one set up for today for the grizzlies. There's kind of like this cool little habitat thing with a waterfall. I think we might use it for little things, but overall, we're still gonna keep control of the habitats ourselves. Let me know if that's all right with you guys. I just feel like it'll save some time and it'll make things look a little bit better. So let's go ahead and get into this. So we've got the black bears across here. I'm thinking grizzly habitat kind of in this corner area here. I feel like that's gonna be pretty good. So let's get after it. Let me see our Zoopedia here. So we are gonna need a fence grade 4, climb proof, and it's gonna have to be it doesn't say how high. We could do an electric fence, dude. We haven't messed with that. That's a new part of our research. That's kind of interesting. How transparent is it? Dude, that's pretty sick. That would allow you to really feel the openness of it, you know what I mean? I really wanted the grade 3 fence here, but I wanted the wood just because I feel like the wood looks good with grizzlies, but that's not gonna work. I guess steel mesh is the other one we could do. Yeah, let's do steel mesh because the electric fence is gonna cost us extra money and utilities and stuff. So we're just gonna go with steel mesh, and I'm gonna run this along this way, and we're gonna set this bad boy up. I do think I want to add a little bit of hilly area though, so we might need to set that up before we continue on. So yeah, I think back here in the background, in the back, I think I want a big hill for them to get up on, climb on and stuff, and then we can also make them a nice little cave on the inside. Shoot, that might not be far enough back. I don't know how big I want to make this thing. I don't want to make it too big, but I also definitely want it to be big enough. I'm thinking maybe back here. There we go. I like that. We're gonna have it kind of curve around a little bit. We can bring this out, flatten it out a little bit. And then we're definitely gonna wanna make this a little bit more of a casual drop off down the backside. Gonna try to smooth out some of these big pieces here. Try to make it as smooth as possible. Something like that looks pretty good. I think they're gonna be able to work with that. All right, not too bad. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this. We wanna bring the size down a little bit, and I'm gonna try to see if I can make a nice little cavern for him. Dude, this is cool. I've never like gone in the cave, but you can kind of go in here, and we actually, you know what? If we brought some of this out, we could make them like a secondary cavern in the back where they can truly get away from people. Like if they want to fully get away and they want to go hide back there, they can, or they can be out here in the open where they can see everybody. So that's, I mean, that's pretty cool. It's going to take a little bit of work, but I think this could be kind of interesting. Let me flatten all this out. Yeah, dude, this is going to be sick. Don't want to go too far, but that looks, dude, that is cool. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love what we're up to here. I'm gonna kind of push this back a little bit. And of course, we're gonna do a bunch of rocks and stuff over here. So we're gonna make it look super nice, but I like what we're working with so far. Dude, look at that. They could come back here, chill out, get away from the people, make them really happy. I mean, let's put some bedding down before we forget about it. Grab this, the extra large bedding, and we can throw all of this. Oh shoot, don't wanna do that. Oh man, it doesn't let us put bedding down here without poking holes in the ceiling. Can we put it in here? Why does it do that? What? Okay, so if we put it down and then we come back to terrain. Oh, you can flatten it out back over it. Okay, so we're just gonna have to put all this bedding down first, and then we're gonna have to fix it. I mean, that seems kind of silly, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So we've got all the bedding down now, and hopefully this is gonna work. Can we bring this back across? The thing is, it brought the roof down a lot, so now we're gonna have to push up on the roof. Dude, this is kind of a mess, I'm not gonna lie. We need to go in here, look up, and then push up. This thing really doesn't want me in here, huh? Really doesn't like, I mean, they're probably gonna be able to fit in there. I also don't want to end up making the game crash or anything like that. So I think that's a good place to start. We'll see what happens from there. Hopefully they can get in there. Hopefully they can actually use that. We may have to end up going for a different plan, but okay. That's a good start. So now we're gonna run our barriers all the way along here. It's gonna be a pretty big habitat, that's for sure, but I think it's gonna be well worth it. How far do we want this to go on the backside? Probably not all the way. Probably something like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Then we can bring it back this way. Try to get a nice perpendicular angle there. Something like that. And then I guess maybe another 10 meters or so. Then we're gonna bring it back this way. I don't know what we're gonna do with this awkward area next to the ostriches. We might have to expand the ostrich habitat a little bit. Our little breeding grounds. Feel like it's a little bit small for them anyway, at least as many of them that are in there currently. So we've got that, and now we can kind of bring this, oh shoot. Bring this here, and now we're gonna be able to bring it this way along the edge. Boom. All right, gonna put a habitat gate in right here. All right, looks pretty good, not a bad spot for it. I was thinking about putting a little staff path over here, but I just feel like that's so far away from everything else. This way, I mean, this is their staff area. They can walk right over, right into it. So I feel like that's kind of important. I think we are probably gonna wanna raise the height of this fence a little bit. It doesn't give us an exact number, but I'm gonna say let's go at least, you know, 5 meters, I guess. It can't hurt. We're gonna go 5 meters, and then we're gonna do climb proof. Let's make sure we have it on the correct side. There we go. All right. Not too bad, not too shabby. I like it. Now, I guess, let's start working on the water features. And then we need to add some rocks and some other stuff in. I really want to have a waterfall here, so what I'm gonna do is if we come into habitat, we're gonna use the flamingo waterfall again. Really like this thing. And I think what we're gonna do is I say, hold on, let's build this up a little bit. Let's make this a really big waterfall. So we're gonna bring the pole and we're gonna build this up like this. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. Push this part down, flatten it out with the foundation. Just like that, and then we can flatten this out a bit. All right, not too bad. We're gonna put some rocks in here so it's gonna look a little bit better, but give me some time. Now we're gonna grab this waterfall. Gonna see if I can put it here. Which way does the water flow? We've got it going the correct way, but now we need to We need to push some of this terrain back a little bit. Dude, this is gonna look sick. As long as that water gets over. Oh man, I guess it's close enough. We're gonna be able to make it work. Trust me, once we add some rocks in, that's gonna look nice. But now what we want is we wanna build like a little moat, little river type thing through here. Probably not too big. Let's do like a 6. And let's have a little windy river through the habitat. Feeling something like that. What do you guys think? Maybe something like that? Yeah, that's gonna look really, really nice. I like it. All right. So obviously it doesn't look like much now, but it's definitely gonna get a lot better. So let me see what we have here. We've got 5,000 square meters of land and 600 square meters of water. Let's go check our Zoopedia here. Want to make sure that's okay. I think it should be fine. I don't think they technically need it. They need 750 square meters of land and no water. Yeah, we're good. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is let's go ahead and bring at least one of these guys in here. I'm gonna bring the male in just to kind of see what he thinks. So I'm gonna drop him in the habitat and let's see how we're looking so far. Oh no, this is really sad. One of our buffalo died, Chianisu. Oh, in loving memory. I'm sad. Shoot, that's not a good thing. Was he our only male? Oh no, Mandala's a male. Okay, I thought Chianisu is our male, but no, we're good. We're fine. Everything's okay. You will be missed, but at the same time, we're good to go. We're still all right. Here comes our first grizzly. Kind of exciting. I'm ready for it, man. Gonna drop him in, and then we're gonna have to set up our vets to do some research. Ooh, look at you, big boy. In a bar. He looks pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so like I said, we're gonna have to go in vet research. Looks like we've got some more greater flamingo research done, which is good. I'm gonna throw Shelby on our grizzly. Obviously, we are gonna need some coolers in the habitat right away. So I'm gonna grab some coolers, and we're gonna have to do. I mean, I'm thinking probably just two big ones. Or can we do? Is one big one gonna be enough? I doubt it's gonna be enough. Is that as big as it goes? Yeah, that's as big as it goes. So we're gonna move this. We're gonna need a few big ones. I'm gonna put one here. Temperature's gonna have to be, I'm gonna say a nice 20 degrees Celsius. So we've got one there, and then we're gonna put one over here, and then we're gonna have to put one over here, and then we're probably gonna have to put one over here as well. But this one we probably wanna make a little bit smaller so that our guests aren't freezing. Looks pretty good, so let's see what else we're working with. I think we definitely need a lot more green. I don't think the grizzlies really like the whole sandy thing that we have going on. So we've got hard shelter, that is counting, that's good. Terrain needs to be drastically changed, no more sand. We need short grass and rock. All right, so I'm gonna paint the whole thing in short grass, and then we'll work from there. Short grass, full intensity, all the way around, looking pretty good. All right, there you go, fella. Definitely looking a lot better there. Now we've got a little bit too much short grass, so we could use a little bit of soil. We could use a little bit of rock. I guess I'm gonna do rock. Let's make this a little bit smaller. I'm gonna set this whole thing up as rock, so we can put rock down here, and we're just gonna cover it up with actual tundra rocks, which is gonna be kind of cool. So that's nice there. We've got enough rock. We need a little bit more soil. I'm thinking maybe soil throughout here. Looking pretty good. Maybe up a little bit in here and stuff. All right, not bad. We just need less grass. So I guess we could have soil on this whole front part. Take down some of that grass. And we're gonna load this up with trees and coverage and stuff, so should look good in due time. All right, so overall looking pretty good here. Habitat's good. We need definitely more plants, of course. We need enrichment, which we're doing research on. We're gonna need food and water and stuff like that. So I guess let's get the essentials in here. We're gonna look for grizzly bear things. I doubt we have all that much unlocked, but oh, we actually do. We've got bamboo feeders. Got all kinds of climbable things. They don't need climbing stuff, but they do like climbing stuff, so we're definitely gonna add some climbing stuff in here. And I mean, we could do some wind chimes, so they can kind of play around with that in front of the people. We'll set that there. Let's do, I mean, we're definitely gonna need some food and water. Where are those options? Large food tray. Gonna set that up over here. We could put this little play toy up here. Bamboo feeder, could put maybe, I mean, we want to keep it kind of close so that the keepers can refill it easily. We'll put that over there. We need water. Nice little water pipe. We could put that next to the food. Prey-scented snack. We could put that up here so they can go play with it next to the waterfall. Would be kind of cool. Got a fire hose ball. Gonna put that out front of their little sleeping quarters. All right. I feel like we're in a good spot here. Let's hit play and pause and see where he's at. Dang, dude. Apart from the plants, he's pretty much set. We did a good job here. We did very, very well. I'm happy with what we've done. Now, before we get into plants and everything like that, I really want to start building our rocks here. So we're gonna want, I'm thinking like a gray rock. Do we want taiga? See how that looks, especially in the sun. I like the way taiga looks. We've got temperate, which is, I mean, they both look pretty simple. I think I like the taiga a little bit more. Or we've got tundra. I feel like I like tundra the best. So we're gonna go with tundra rocks here, and I'm gonna set this entire thing up as a little rock waterfall. And we're gonna set up the cave as well. So this is gonna take a wee bit of time. There's no doubt about that. But I'll see you guys back here in a minute, and I think you're gonna be surprised. So here, take a look. This is what it looks like now. I'll see you guys in a sec. Bam! What do you guys think? I feel like it looks pretty good. I don't know, like, so the one thing is there's a way to make waterfalls. I really need to look it up. I really need to figure it out. Obviously, this is a decent, you know, backup option. You guys can see the water. Unfortunately, it has to go through the rocks because it needs a foundation there. Like the actual poles need a foundation. You can't pull or push the land back anymore. So there's actual land right there. We just covered it up with rocks. But you guys can see it does kind of look legit. It's falling down. We've got this nice little riverbed here lined in rocks, and I feel like it looks pretty good. We probably could make it a little bit better, but I need to sit down and learn how to actually do that. Ooh, looks like we're gonna have some ostriches maturing here pretty soon, which is really good. So overall, looking pretty good here. Again, he's very, very happy. We need better temperature. The animal is too hot. Let me see. I mean, it should be starting to cool down a bit. Guess we could increase the range of a few of these. Make sure it's all the way good. Yeah, he's good. Temperature's good. So the one thing is I have this cooler underneath this rock here, and this cooler here all set to 20 degrees, but I've got this one set to 0 because I want some snow. So if we get our terrain tool here, we can actually start painting a little bit of snow, which I felt like would look kind of cool, especially up here on top, and maybe can't really do it on the rocks and stuff. But yeah, I feel like that looks kind of nice. Oh, it looks like it might be melting a little bit. But no, I mean, it just adds, don't want it to be all one. It adds just something a little different, you know what I mean? Adds a little bit of color, and it looks like it actually is gonna keep melting because we can't keep it cool enough. So at least we're gonna have, ooh, diseased animal. Oh, shoot. We've got, okay, oh, this is a problem. This is a problem. Campylobacteriosis. All right, well, I didn't want to deal with this right now, but it looks like we're gonna have to. The good news is both of these have already been researched. So what dude, we have the problem is there's so many babies. Honestly, that's the issue. So what we're gonna do here is if we go into our animals, we're gonna take a look at our ostriches. How come these guys are so upset? Habitat and enrichment's down. We just have too many ostriches in here. We might have to start putting some contraception in there. But yeah, ostriches, anything that's been, what's it called? We need to send to the what's it called? Let's build a large quarantine, which we currently don't have. I don't even think we've ever built one of these. Oops, I didn't mean to place it there. We're gonna put a large quarantine right here. And then what we're gonna do is anybody over here that has issues, we're gonna throw in there. So again, we're gonna go back to our animals. And like this guy right here, let's go ahead and move to the quarantine. And then we're gonna grab any of the other ones as well. The thing is, we have so many, there's only 2 of them. There are only 2 of them, so that's good, I guess. We have so many ostriches, it's just like that could spread like wildfire. So we've gotta be very careful about that. We gotta make sure that we keep this thing clean. This dude, I'm gonna go ahead and release him into the wild before he catches anything. 52, nice, we'll take it. He's gone. All right, so I think we're good. A lot of these guys are gonna continue to mature. I think as soon as they mature, we just need to get rid of them, to be honest. I'm just gonna do it for all these ones that have been born in here. I mean, it's not like we're gonna want to inbreed with them anyway. So we're gonna keep releasing them as they come in. All right, that's good. We've got an inspector here, of course, right as we have some animals with diseases. These guys are in quarantine. Do we have to do anything to get them healthy again, or does that automatically do it? We just had Jim's Bach offspring, which is kind of exciting. Do they just take care of it in there? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But let's get back to our grizzly here. So now we're gonna have to start putting in some plants. Obviously, we need a lot more green in here. Oh, look at him. He just got out of the pool. He's having a great time in there. So we need, let's see our environment. Taiga, temperate, and tundra from North America. All right, so we're gonna come into nature, and we're gonna go to North America under our continent. North America, and we want taiga, temperate, and tundra. All right, looks pretty good to me. Now let's take a look at what we can do. Get rid of our rock search here. So we want big trees all over the place. Fir trees, spruce trees, stuff. Oh, there's a festive spruce. That's kind of cool. But we want big trees. We want lots of coverage. We want to just really kind of make this thing crazy. So I'm gonna start working on that. Put a couple of big trees there. I mean, you really can't go wrong with having tons and tons of trees in here. Set that up like that. All right. We can have birch trees. I'm trying to figure out which way we want to organize this, though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just put trees all over the place for no reason. I want a method to the madness. Got beech trees. Ooh, the spruces. They're going to like the spruces for sure. I'm going to put 3 spruces up there like that. And we could put like a little rock, and we definitely need some bushes and stuff too. That's the thing. We've got bearberry bushes, some large bearberry bushes. So I say we just set these things up all over the place in here. We can kind of cover up that cooler as well. Get all up in there, Trev. Oh yeah, gonna make this look great. Just gonna cover this thing with bearberry bushes. They're gonna have lots of things to run around, forage through, get some berries and stuff. Good for their food and their mental health. We've got bracken we can kind of set up along the riverside here. That's gonna look pretty nice. I like it. Just gonna kind of set it sporadically. And then of course we're gonna come in with some more colorful flowers and stuff too, but we're starting to come together here. Got some bearberry bushes. Should we put those next to the bracken, or where should we put these? I guess we could just do more little sections of it. The good news is we can't go too hard with any of this. Like they'll take 100% coverage if you wanted to give it to them. So we can just kind of put stuff wherever we want it without worrying about what they're thinking. I'm gonna put a broken birch down here. Go ahead and lay it on its side, and then we're gonna kind of set it up so it's leaning on the rock here. Something like that maybe is kind of cool. We could get another one. This is a bigger one. All right, we could, oh, I wonder if we laid it completely sideways, would they actually walk across it? That could be kind of cool. So I'm gonna set it like this. Don't wanna duplicate it. We're gonna bring it down like that. Yeah, that's kind of cool, dude. All right, I like that. So we've got that kind of across the river there. So they're gonna be able to walk across that if they want it. We could put some reeds down in certain areas. Just do little things like this. Dude, this is gonna be such a cool exhibit. I think we might have made the best one yet. I'm calling it a little bit early. We still have a lot to throw in here, but I really like where we're going so far. Gonna try to get as much green in here as possible. Let's move this so it'll look a little bit better. Maybe like that. Some nice bushes there. Dude, I just love that they can go back in here and get away from everything. That is so cool, man. So we've got that. I'm just kind of going down the line and adding all kinds of random things. There's just so many cool little bushes and stuff that I wanna throw everywhere. So I think I'm gonna line the backside of this with these white flowers. That looks pretty nice. All right, got that going. We could even put some like little things in the backside up here, so this isn't just straight up rock. Add a little color in some of these little cubby holes. Kind of nice looking. All right, so we've got that. Dude, this is, oh, I love it. It's turned out so well. Labrador tea, kind of a beautiful little thing. I'm gonna grab some of the rocks off this back side here, and I'm just gonna have them kind of scattered all throughout, you know what I mean? We'll just kind of have them sticking out of the ground a little bit, could be kind of cool. It's not like kind of insinuating this whole hill is somewhat made of the rocks. They're just kind of popping out in random spots. They wouldn't be super predictable in the wild, but you know, kind of just popping up randomly. So we're gonna have little things like that. All right, it is kind of a large habitat, so I feel like we're struggling a little bit with filling the whole thing. We need some big bushes. I'm gonna put some big bushes over in this corner. Maybe grab one of the big rocks. Let's take that and put it over here, make it the center focal piece, and then we can grab some of these bushes and put those around it a little bit, like some azaleas and stuff. This right here is a super beautiful flower. I like this a lot. So I'm gonna bring that around there. We could do some climbable stuff. I mean, they don't need it, but grizzlies do climb. So we could even put, a little climbable thing. Let me see, can we just get a straight up log? Hold on, I'm gonna reset some of these filters. I'm gonna get some of these logs. I'm gonna get a thick log, and I'm thinking, what if we had some, ooh, I have an idea. I'm gonna set like this, and I'm gonna have them come down a little bit each time to just kind of block off the cave a little bit. Hold on. We're gonna make like a little wall. So we've got that going there. We're gonna kind of bring it around this way. It's hard to tell how close you are. Do something like that. Kind of have it curve around a little bit. I don't know if they'll be able to climb on this. We're gonna revisit the climbing thing here in a second, but I was thinking this might actually look kind of cool. There we go. Just gives them kind of a little bit of a wall there. Oh, shoot. We're gonna have to move these things over, and it resets the height. Are you kidding me? I don't know. I feel like that's kind of cool. Wasn't really necessary, but I feel like it just adds a little extra thing in there to make it look kind of nice. Let's get these guys. I want to grab, what is this called? Facilia? Let's get this and maybe line this in here. I just feel like that's really beautiful. So climbable stuff for a grizzly bear. I mean, I don't want to go too crazy with this, but I feel like we could set them up like a little climbing thing here. So we kind of have them climb to the rock and then climb over to stuff like this. So let me grab these logs. Want something a little bit taller. Set something up like that, and then we could have this piece come to this. We could have this go to the rock, and then we need to bring it up a little bit, something like that, and then we could have a little piece come up to the rock. So we could have this piece, have that go like that. Does that look pretty good? Yeah, so they can climb up there, climb up to this. Is there any sort of let me see some of their dead trees and stuff. We need to go back to their temperate, tropical, and tundra, or not tropical, taiga, temperate, and tundra biomes. I know we have these broken birches, but I was looking for something a little bit taller. I mean, we could have like a fir pine here. I don't think they can really climb that, but this is still kind of a cool tree. So we might throw this in a couple places. That looks pretty nice. All right, we've got that. I want to do something more with this climbable area, but I'm not really sure what else we can do. And we could just add another section, make it a little bit taller. I highly doubt this will work, but I'm gonna go for it here. We're going to see if we can make a climbable section over to the what's it called? The waterfall, the giant rock formation. So it's gonna be a little bit sketchy, but we'll see if we can make it work. Give me some of these guys. Let's bring this down and spin it around to give us a little bit more of a flat section. We can kind of level this out a little bit. I mean, this is gonna kind of kill the vibe of our waterfall, I guess, but that's just something we're gonna have to deal with. So we could have this come all the way around this way, and then it could lead down to the roof of their thing over here. Put that like that. If we back this guy up a little bit, I mean, they do kind of have a little walkway there. We need to extend this out. Let me duplicate this one last time, and let's see if we can make this work. Something just like that, and then we could grab a tiny rock. Let me get one of these little tiny guys here, and we could connect it like so. We probably want another one of these just to make it look realistic. There's no way that would be able to hold the weight of a grizzly bear. So we're gonna have this probably right here in the middle. We need to see where is exactly underneath it though. It keeps, I think something like that. Nope, that's not the right spot. I hate that it's snapping. I think there's a way to turn off the snapping. I think over here. Angle snap, position snap. Yeah, there we go. So we wanna put this directly underneath, just like that. Okay, then we can put this in the ground, just like so. And then we've got to bring it up and make sure it completely touches. Probably like that. All right, that looks pretty good. Then I'm gonna move this rock out a little bit because there's no way that wood would be going straight into that rock. So we'll move it out like that. And bam, we've got a little climbable structure. They've got like a little pride rock of their own up there. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. I really like how this is going. I wish we were in a greener place where we had like more grass and stuff, but I feel like this actually looks pretty cool. Why was he boxed up? I don't want to box him up. Let's unbox him, and then what we're gonna do is we are going to move the female in here, and we're gonna see what everybody thinks. So let's move the female in, but let's see what he's looking like. Plants are still a 0. We need more coverage. Wow, we need a lot more coverage. So we're gonna have to work on that, but everything else is looking pretty good. So I think from here, we just wanna go ham, dude. We need way more coverage. So I'm just gonna grab a bunch of cedars and stuff, and we're just, I mean, there's not really much else of a choice. We just need to kind of throw these guys all over the place, get them a bunch more coverage, and that's gonna make them significantly happier. So we're gonna pretty much fill this thing on up. Kind of unfortunate. I feel like we were in a good spot. I was happy with what we were looking like, but gotta make sure the animals are happy. Well, guys, what can I say? These fellas love their coverage, so we've got a ton of coverage here. Look at all these trees all over the place. I added a little bit more snow just because I feel like it looked pretty cool. Just had a new ostrich mature, so we're gonna have to get rid of him. But ooh, this is a little uncentered. I'm gonna get this thing centered. Got some Gemsbach maturing too, but yeah, I mean, there you have it. Happiness is it's not good because of temperature, and I don't know why, but he's hanging out in the hot areas. You know what I mean? Like let's increase the size of this, I guess. So we'll cover up this area, and then we're gonna need a second one over here, but it's gonna have to be smaller so it doesn't freeze the people walking by. We could probably use a smaller one over in here as well. Dude, our electricity bill is going to be through the roof, but for whatever reason, these guys are hanging out in the hot areas for no reason. But all right, that covers most everything. We could probably do another one right here. Make it just a little bit smaller. I think that should help us out with our happiness thing. Still very upset. Dude, our electricity is going to be through the roof. Yeah, when they're in the cold sections, they love it. Nutrition's not great. We're gonna have to increase their meal quality, but that's gonna come with research. So is the food enrichment. But overall, everything else is pretty much where it needs to be. And man, this is a beautiful habitat. I think we did a really good job. I wish we could do a little bit more grass on the ground. I guess technically we could do a ton of bushes and stuff, but overall, I think, dude, look at that face. He's so content. Oh man. I think we did really, really well. I think this is one of our better looking habitats, if not our best. I don't know. It's definitely, I mean, lately we've just been stepping our game up. We've got our new croc exhibit over here. We've got this over here. Oh shoot, we've got ostriches fighting because there's too many of them. We've got our black bear exhibit over here. Like, I feel like this section of our zoo is looking fantastic, including the flamingos over here. So we've got protesters. We've got to get rid of some ostriches and stuff. I'm going to see you guys in the next episode. Hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know which animals you guys want to see next. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Peace out.